Hey everyone, welcome to This Explainer. I am absolutely pumped you're tuning in today because we have a genuinely fascinating journey mapped out for us. You know, when we think of the FIFA World Cup, our minds instantly jump to the roaring crowds, those stunning top corner goals, and the absolute heartbreak on the pitch. But today, today we're pulling back the curtain to look at the complete modern sports media ecosystem. We're taking a journey that starts with the intense on-pitch thrill of the tournament and leads us straight into the complex, kind of hidden digital reality of how we actually consume it. It's a trip literally from the stadium turf right down to the data processing happening in your browser.
All right, to kick things off, wrap your head around this number. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. That's it. That is the exact length of a single highlight clip from the FIFA World Cup 2026. But here's the hook, and this is wild. That tiny window of time, that 2 minute and 15-second video, it actually triggers an entire global ecosystem. It's not just a video anymore. It's a portal to a massive feed of global news, deep historical context, and, as we'll see, an intricate web of digital data tracking.
So, to make sense of this massive ecosystem, here's our roadmap for today. 1. The Group A clash. 2. Hosts and global titans. 3. Echoes of the past. And 4. The digital fan experience. Let's jump right in.
Section 1. The Group A clash at Guadalajara Stadium.
Picture the scene. It's Thursday, June 11th, and the local time is 2000. The atmosphere is absolutely electric for this massive Group A matchup. On one side of the pitch, we've got the Korea Republic, affectionately known as the Taeguk Warriors, and standing across from them, Czechia. Now, what started as your standard opening clash very quickly turned into an absolute thriller. It was defined by just an incredible rally from the Taeguk Warriors, who basically fought their way back from the brink against a really formidable Czechia side.
The official news feed really hit the nail on the head with this one. Their headline reads, "Korea Republic hit back to defeat Czechia." It's punchy, it's definitive, and it perfectly captures the emotional roller coaster of that 2 o'clock kickoff. But a match like this, it doesn't exist in a vacuum. It actually sits right in the middle of a massive churning news machine.
Which brings us to Section 2. Hosts and global titans, world ascends.
So the North American host nations are completely dominating the early news cycle in this massive three-pronged media blitz. First off, we're seeing reports that El Tri excel, with Quinones starring and Mexico starting in serious style right after a spectacular opening ceremony in Mexico City. Second, over in the USA, you've got Harbaugh noting the extreme excitement out in LA for their opener. And finally, Canada is stepping right up to take center stage on day 2. The hosts are absolutely commanding the spotlight right now.
But hey, they definitely aren't alone out there. We've got an incredible mix of titans and returning underdogs flooding into the tournament. Brazil has officially joined the party, right? Marquinhos is already out there vowing to battle the immense pressure. We're seeing the historic returns of Scotland, Haiti, and Paraguay, with the literally speechless Gomez reacting to Paraguay's comeback. And we even have these amazing emerging narratives, like Egyptian rookie Abdel Karim, who is raring to run riot. It is just a brilliant, chaotic clash of global storylines swirling around our core Group A match.
Let's slow it down for Section 3. Echoes of the past. Historical context.
You know, the media platform never lets you forget the legacy of the World Cup. It's wild. Right alongside the rapid-fire updates on the 2026 matches, fans are reading about a 1994 reunion between U.S. legends Wijnaldum and Balboa. At the exact same time, they're pausing to mourn the passing of Brazilian World Cup winner Brito. And then, bam, we're snapped right back to the intense present of June 2026, with Pochettino flatly declaring that it's too late for motivational speeches. All that rich history just constantly creates the stakes for the present day.
Okay, let's pivot to Section 4, the digital fan experience, consuming the media.
So we have talked about the emotional highs on the pitch and the historic storylines dominating the news, but how are we actually consuming this 2 minute and 15-second highlight reel? Well, we're doing it through a highly technical, deeply customizable interface. This isn't just turning on a TV in the living room anymore. Powered by Theo Player 2023.3.0, the platform allows for an almost astonishing level of micromanagement. Seriously, you don't just toggle captions on or off. You can change the font color to cyan, magenta, or yellow. You can tweak the background opacity from 0% all the way up to 100%. You can even choose if your character edge style is raised, depressed, or features a drop shadow. It's a level of control that is incredibly revealing about how personalized our modern viewing experience has become.
But, and there's always a but, right? That hyper-personalization comes with a bit of a trade-off. And that brings us to the privacy text that actually governs this entire digital highlight reel. So, the absolute crucial point here is understanding cookies. As defined by the platform's Privacy Preference Center, cookies are basically information retrieved by your browser to make the site work as you expect it to, and to provide a more personalized web experience. Now keep in mind, this information might be about you, it might be about your preferences, or it might be about the device you're using.
The platform splits these down into very distinct categories. On one hand, you have strictly necessary cookies. These are always active. They don't store personally identifiable information. They basically just allow you to log in or set your privacy preferences in the first place. You literally need them for the site to function. But on the flip side, you have targeting cookies. Now, these are set by advertising partners to build a profile of your interests. They identify your specific browser and internet device to show you targeted ads across completely different sites. So it's essentially the difference between the bare minimum data needed to show you the game and the data used to track your habits.
Thankfully, you're actually in the driver's seat here. You have the power to control this. This explainer wouldn't be complete without showing you exactly how to navigate this ecosystem safely. It's super easy. Step 1, just open the Privacy Preference Center on the site. Step 2, you can manually toggle categories like functional, performance, or targeting cookies to inactive. And step 3, simply click Confirm My Choices to save your custom settings, or if you prefer a blanket approach, just hit Reject All. See? You don't have to trade your privacy just for a highlight reel. And that brings us to our final thought for today. We started out with the pure sweat and triumph of the Korea Republic's comeback on the pitch, and we somehow ended up navigating the complex back end of targeting cookies and digital consent. Because honestly, the modern sports experience is as much about data as it is about goals. So I want to leave you with this question. As you dive into the next thrilling match, are you controlling your digital World Cup footprint, or is it controlling you? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I hope you walk away not just a more informed fan of the game,